You want answers?
I think I'm entitled to.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
You want the truth, folks? I'll give it to you. Happy Friday to you. Semper Fi to everybody means always faithful. And folks, we're going to need all the blessings we can get. So you know how that runs. God bless everyone. God bless America. And boy, does the left hate that. I don't care if you're an atheist or a Christian or a Muslim. I don't give a shit. I say God bless you. Anyways, folks, here we are looking at it. You, me, none of us are wanted or needed. And understand what is going on right now. It's not going to happen in one day, 1 week, or even 1 year. What is happening is a depopulation of the planet. They have stated it. It is a known fact. For over 100 years, these elites have wanted to limit and restrict and cut the human population. They don't care about industrial farming techniques, being able to feed us all. We represent a threat to them. They don't want us. And they've already started the mental war. Who is it that doesn't like boomers? That's right, folks. Millennials and centennials. People 40 years and younger, and I'm not talking about conservatives, folks. I'm talking about these liberal screwballs. They don't like boomers. They blame boomers for all the world's ills. They think boomers have all the world's wealth. Folks, 99% of the world's wealth, property, is owned by less than 1% of the population, the super duper duper rich. Not the boomers, but the boomers are getting the blame. And who better to hate the boomers, the older crowd, than the younger crowd who is freshly come out of college, is still in college and school, and they're growing up being taught to hate older people. It's the opposite, 180 degrees of what you and I were taught, which was respect your elders. They have put in the time, they have done the work, they have wisdom and knowledge. They may not be as physically rugged as some individuals because of their age. That's understandable. But what is it that the youth do? Take a look at Antifa, the most violent among us. How do they treat older folks? Well, the Antifa BLM young types, they're out there beating on cops who are typically older. They push around people my age, about 50 or so, and they assault the elderly. The exact opposite of what we're taught, folks, is what they are. They hate the old because they want what they have. It takes years and decades to acquire any wealth, and the system is designed to screw you out of it all along the way. And if you were smart enough, clever enough, and worked hard enough to save your money, to invest it wisely as a boomer, and you have a home and a vacation home, or a home and 2 cars, or even just a home, your kids hate you and think they're entitled to everything and that you somehow stole it from them. Well, it's playing out, folks. They don't want us, and they're going to start with the weakest amongst us, the most easily targeted. Now, I know preppers, no matter how old we are, we're a rather tight and hard nut. Right? We're prepared for them, the little rodents, these little cockroaches who hate their elders, who know better, who hate their elders, who have worked hard, who hate their elders, who have earned what they have, despite a government that has taxed and penalized them, and a market that has robbed and destroyed them, and a bank that has destroyed the value of their currency through inflation. Understand, folks, they're coming for us, all of us, but they'll start with the weakest because we represent something. And I'm not a boomer, but my parents are. Okay. The most expensive people to maintain are the older folks. They require the most operations, the most surgery, the most hospitalizations, the most care. And that's why they have these social programs under socialism, right? Medicare, Medi-Cal, retirement, Social Security, they pay it their whole lives. Isn't that supposed to work? Well, not the way government mismanages money, but kill off the most expensive people. So understand this, folks. Early early in the day on Thursday, in Germany, they introduced a bill to, quote, mandatory Jim Jones juice all Germans who are over the age of 60. And it was expected to pass, right? In other words, kill off the old people with the zombie juice. That's what they're pushing for, folks. There is a bit of good news here, though. A bit of good news. Well, Germany's legislature rejected that bill. They voted it down. And Chancellor Scholz, Heil Führer Scholz, student, redheaded stepchild, and bitch politician to Klaus Schwab, Chancellor Scholz. Remember, Hitler started as chancellor as well, until it was time to proclaim himself Führer and dictator of Nazi Germany. These Nazis, folks, want to kill off their old. Why? They want overall lower population, even in Germany. Overall, folks, they want to cut their expenses, and old people are the most expensive to get rid of. Overall, they want to kill old people because they have the most to lose. Once again, property, cars, bank accounts, investment accounts. Well, there's this thing called inheritance tax. And I don't understand German inheritance tax, but I know enough about the American one to know the government will tax you when you are dead. They tax your parents before you're born, but don't worry, they pass that on to you. We get taxed our whole lives, and even in death, they'll tax you. So yeah, let's get rid of the old people in Germany, huh? We'll collect some more taxes. We'll confiscate their wealth if they don't have any named heirs. We'll reduce the population, our reliance on carbon-based energy. We'll get rid of a voting population that understands law, human rights. How about human dignity? These people in charge, folks, from the lowest MPs to the chancellor and all the way up to the World Economic Forum, most of them really just get pushed around a lot. Fortunately, in this case, Germany's people were strong enough. Maybe it's their alternative for democracy. No, it's alternative for Deutschland, right? For Germany, the alternative. But what they're offering is much better than the alternative against them, which is more socialism, folks. Now, this is Germany I'm talking about. Do you think for a second the United States government, run by a bunch of fossils in the Democrat Party, as well as fossil rhinos like Turtle Mitch, Cocaine McConnell, 90 proof Nancy Pants Pelosi, I vomited all over myself, up Chuck Schumer, and oops, I crapped myself, Joe Biden. They would just as soon, folks, mandate for old folks, anyone over 60, the Jim Jones juice, knowing what the plan is with it, understanding it's proposed, and I would say performing pretty darn well. Results. How do we know they want that? Well, let's take a look back to March and April and May of 2020, when numerous governors, all Democrats, mandated that retired folks go back to the retirement homes. Remember that? Michigan, Illinois, New Jersey, New York, and other states, California, mandated that, caused it to happen, and thousands and thousands and thousands of our elders were killed, tens of thousands. And we were told to stay locked up to save grandma, while politicians mandated their death. You think they wouldn't push that mandated Jim Jones juice in America? You bet your ass they would if they could. That is why we have to stay active. We have to prep, get prepared, and prep to action. Call, text, write, pigeons, smoke signals, whatever it takes. Tell all of these people, none of this. No more mandates, no more Jim Jones juice, no more ridiculousness, no more lockdowns, no more lies. We're watching you people. We're going to vote. Get out the vote. Get registered to vote. Vote for freedom. Not for more socialism, more entitlements, more Democrat bullshit and lies, hope and dreams, hope and change. No. We want freedom. Germany tried it today, folks, or they tried it this week. They tried mandating. It got killed, got rejected, blasted. They don't care about us, folks. They just don't. In fact, they'd rather see us all dead. Start with the elderly. Hey, then why not people in their 50s and then their 40s and then their 30s? The same way they started with the Jim Jones juice, starting with older people, then younger people, then school kids, all the way down to what? Toddlers. Give them the juice, and then give them a booster. You bet. Folks, it's about freedom. It's about liberty. It's about your life. Yeah, I'm excited. It's the weekend coming up. And in a little bit, we're going to do the Free for All Friday. Chance favors the prepared mind, folks, is yours. Semper Fi.